Exactly. You know what I mean? You're happy. Like, perfect. I know it's niche.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Reporting live from Money Earning Mount Vernon. We bring to you the Nothing But Love podcast. I go by the name of Money Mike.
I go by Mainovent.
And today we got someone real special in the building today, Miss Janelle Murray.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
What exactly you do?
Yeah, so I own a performing arts company based in New York City. We provide positive experiences for the next generation. We're using the arts as a tool to support confidence building, positive youth development, and character building.
Wow, that's really, really dope.
Okay, that's
Wow,
dope. That's
wow.
dope.
So tell the people, you know, where you're from originally.
Yeah, so I'm from Wappingers Falls, New York.
Okay.
And then I went to college in Manhattan in New York City, and then I just stayed there ever since. And then I started my business out there. We just relaunched in Manhattan in New York.
Okay.
So yeah, doing acting, singing, and dance programming for kids, teens, and adults.
Oh, that's dope.
Now, so let's back up the entrepreneur journey.
Yeah.
So what made you want, at what age would you say that you want to enter the performing arts situation? Like, what age was you?
Yeah, so when I was 3, my parents put me in dance classes.
Okay.
So they kind of put me into the performing arts. I didn't choose because I was 3.
Thing. That wasn't your thing.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, they just kind of, I was raised an only child, and so
Okay.
I think they just wanted me to be around people like my own age, and so they
Okay.
put me in dance classes.
What age was that?
3.
3. Wow.
Yeah, and so I've been
That's what's-
doing and taking classes since then. I'm 25 now, and then
Okay.
when I got to when I was 12 or something, I got into theater in middle school.
Okay.
My cousin, who's like my big brother, Adrian, he did acting, and I grew up going to all his shows and
Okay.
looking up to him, and so I think he inspired me and made me kind of want to go into acting.
Yeah.
So I studied it in college.
Okay.
And then I just love it. And I love kids too. And so
Okay.
I always found a way to my jobs growing up were always me teaching dance or teaching acting classes or musical theater. So I found a way to combine my 2 passions.
So let me ask you something. Do you consider yourself a good dancer?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Have you been in
Yeah.
any music videos here?
Actually, wait. By accident. When I went to California, we were driving by. We were doing one of those tour buses in LA, and there was just some guy doing a music video out on the street, and so
Okay.
we stopped, and my whole family, because they're just the biggest support system ever. They were like, she's an actress. She studied in college. Threw me off the bus. We
Really?
got the whole tour bus to stop. They threw me off, and then they put me in the music video. They were like,
Yeah.
just start dancing and look cute and do whatever. And so I've only been in 1 music video doing
Okay.
something like that.
That's
but
dope.
yeah.
So what's your favorite genre in acting? Horror films, sci-fi? What would you
What
like
would
to act?
I like to do? I would say I love comedy. It's my dream to be on SNL one time before I die.
Okay, so you're funny.
I'm funny. I'm the funniest person to myself. I'm the funniest person I know.
So you tell jokes or what? I don't know.
I don't tell jokes.
No,
I
she's
just,
more like a,
It just comes out
you just funny.
I'm just funny. As my best friend Jasmine, we
Okay.
be
Shout out to Jasmine. What up,
Shout
Jasmine?
out Jasmine.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I just be chatting my chat sometimes, and I think it's funny.
Okay,
Sometimes
okay.
other people do too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I know that your parents started you at 3 years old.
Yeah.
But now, who keeps your inspiration going as far as to keep doing what you're doing? Who are you inspired by?
Well, what inspires me to want to teach it and to inspiration for the choreography and everything. I am such a music person, and so songs that just make me want to dance or just make me feel good or are inspiring or motivating, that is what I take from, and then I bring it into my classes. And also I love choreographers like Kelly Sweeney. She's my favorite choreographer. She does a lot of hip hop moves, and I think it's really cool. Yeah, that inspires me.
So real quick, we're gonna get down to the business now
Okay.
of it. What were some of the challenges of opening a business in New York City, and was that your first business
Yeah.
in this genre that you did? What were some of the challenges that you faced?
Everything.
Like
Every
what?
challenge.
Give these entrepreneurs a glimpse.
Yeah, well, okay. So when I got the LLC for my company, I was 19 years old. I was very ambitious, and I was working at like a dance camp, and I just felt like the whole time like I was begging for opportunities to do good work for people, and it got to a point where I was just like, why am I going to beg others to do good work for them when I can just do good work for myself?
Right.
Yeah.
So I went and I marched myself home, and I told my parents, I was like, guys, like I want to go, I could do this. I have so many ideas. And so I was like, I want to get I didn't say I want to get an LLC. I was like, I want to start my own business. I want to do my own type of classes and stuff and bring my ideas to it. And so they were like, okay. And they are so supportive, my family, my parents. And so they helped me along with my auntie, Michelle. She is the founder of Richburg Enterprises.
Shout out Auntie Michelle.
Auntie
Shout
Michelle,
out.
Michelle Richburg.
Shout out.
I'm
We
doing
gotta
all
holler
the
at you.
shout outs.
Yes. Michelle, we're gonna talk to you real soon.
Yes. So yeah, she helped me with getting the LLC, her and my parents. And and so I sat on it for years. This was like back in 2018. I had
So you sat on the idea for years. That's key.
yeah.
Wow.
For years. Okay. So this didn't just happen overnight.
The LLC kind of felt like it happened overnight, but I sat on like not the company didn't come until 2020, and that's because I had the mindset I need a building, I need a space, and at 19 years
to be perfect.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I was like I need like an in-person space, and at 19 years old, what money did I have? Like I was still in
Right, right. Yeah,
college,
absolutely.
like
Okay.
I did not have anything, and so I sat on it for years, but I was working with graphic designers, trying to get the logo, writing out my ideas, brainstorming.
Right.
And then in 2020, COVID happened, world shut down, pandemic. I just transferred colleges, and now I'm here at, I just transferred schools. I was a new girl, and then all of a sudden the world shut down, and I was stuck at home.
And what schools did you transfer from?
I went to Marymount Manhattan College, so that's where I just transferred to, and then the world shut down and I was online.
Where you was at before that?
I went to Dutchess Community College.
Oh, that's up there where you at?
Yeah.
In Robertson. Okay. And then
Yeah.
you transferred down there. Okay.
Well, actually, I transferred from Dutchess Community College. Then I went to this school called, I don't want to even say their name. I don't want to give them any
You don't want to get
That's
that
all.
AU. I went to AU
Okay.
for one semester.
Okay. All right.
And I did not enjoy my time there. So I transferred out
What
of
happened?
there. It was not the place for me.
It wasn't
They
heart-
didn't
it
want to
wasn't
see me
heartwarming.
win.
They didn't want to see you win.
No,
Wow.
no, that's a bold statement. I'm like, they just didn't. It wasn't the place for
You
me,
just wasn't
and
feeling
I
the
just
vibe. The vibe
no, and the vibes weren't
wasn't
good.
the right fit.
It was bad energy for
Bad
me,
energy,
and
okay.
I'm like so protective of my peace.
Absolutely.
Okay,
And
that's
so
good. That's good.
I
I like that. I like that.
The minute it's weird vibes, I'm out. I'm gone. So I transferred out,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to Marymount Manhattan, and and then I was stuck, and so I decided to put all my energy and focus into, because like, what were we doing? We were all in lockdown.
Right. It was lockdown.
Right.
Yeah, so I just started focus. I started building my website. I started doing everything, and I was like, wait, I could do virtual classes. Zoom's a thing now. I don't need to have a building. I could try to do something like with this. So I did Zoom classes. I did a free Thanksgiving workshop to like get the name out there.
And how did that go?
It went well, actually. We had people coming from Canada. We had people from California and like different places. And
How
that
did
was
you market the Zoom?
social media. I just
Really?
was
Instagram?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I put
That's
like
dope.
hashtags, and I like was just reaching out to people. Like, yeah.
What was your biggest audience during the Zoom? 50, 60, 30?
Oh, how many people? Oh,
Yeah,
I
during
thought
the
you-
Zoom, yeah.
On the Zoom, no, it wasn't a lot. We maybe had like the most, like it was always like 7 in a class for the Zoom
Oh,
classes.
7 in the class. Okay.
Not big at all.
Okay.
But that was like still exciting for me because I was like, oh my gosh, like people are even coming,
So,
or
yeah.
like
Okay.
this is working, like something's happening.
Okay.
And then I transitioned to in-person classes in 2021
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, Zoom's great, but I need more people and engagement and stuff. So that's when I got the idea to partner with schools and organizations, and they hired my company. They took a chance on us.
So tell us about your first proposal to that school or whatever. Like, how
Yeah,
did that
it was
work
a
out?
youth bureau, and they gave me the runaround for sure. I think probably because I'm young, and I don't know. I had to prove myself a lot of the times, like with running this business I've found. And what I did was connections matter a lot. And I
Absolutely.
got connected
Relationships.
through relationships. My family is well known in the White Plains, New York area.
Okay, that's dope.
And so I got connected through my family, and but they still gave me the runaround. I was like, oh, I've got this idea. I want to do like some programming. Would you like acting, dance, musical theater? They were like dance. And then it took like maybe almost like the next year we got in. And that's just because also with budgets and like funding,
Right.
everything that goes into it.
Right.
But they took a chance on us, and one of my proudest moments, she said to me at the end, and it was a year-long like contract. She said to me, "You make me look so good," and I was like,
So that was that partnership was with a school.
"It was with the youth bureau."
Oh, the youth borough.
Yeah.
Oh, the youth borough in White Plains.
Yep.
Oh, I'm familiar with that. Okay.
Yep.
And
That
who's
was the
over there?
first
Who's
one.
over there? Who's the director over there now?
Who it
You
is?
remember back then?
Now, no, because I know that they changed some
they changed people. Right,
some
right,
people
right.
around from
Yeah.
there. But yeah, no, I know Frank Williams is like the head person over
Okay.
there,
Okay.
and yeah.
Got you. All right.
So what are the backgrounds of like your students? Like you have all different type of backgrounds.
Yeah, we do have all different kinds of backgrounds. So we work majority there are we have black, we have all different kinds of people, all different like ethnicities.
So to my point with that is so how do you create an inclusive environment with that demographic of everybody from different nationalities, different things?
Well, my team is very diverse. And so like if you take a look at our website, Gemstarspac.com, we have a very diverse team, so we all come from like different backgrounds, different walks of life, so that I think it's really important for the youth and for everyone to like be able to feel connected and to have someone that looks like them teaching them, and for some of them to look up to, because we're also like mentors and role models to these people, not even just the kids, to the adults too, because I also work with the adults and they confide in me too. And so
What's that experience like working with the adults? Like is it different? Like a lot
it is
different from the
very
kids?
different. I would say
Old people like stubborn. They don't want to bend. They don't want to stretch. They don't want to do nothing.
no, they do it. Like I think I love working with the adults. I would say I'm tougher with the adults.
Yeah, like get in that position, get in that dance.
Yeah,
move,
but
right?
I think they like it. Like I'm very like honest with them, and they appreciate it. And like and with the kids, I would say I'm honest with them too, but it's definitely a little bit more high energy, just because you're working with children.
You're younger and you got fresher ideas versus older adults, so they have to kind of like go with the flow.
Yeah.
Because you could connect with the young people better than them, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was watching one of your videos too. You had like where you was working on a chalkboard and you was like having the kids recite some kind of. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that was one of my musical theater classes that I was teaching in the city, and I got this idea to take songs from my childhood that inspired me or are positive and uplifting, and I just wrote them on the whiteboard, and I taught them the words. They were ages 4 to 6, and it did amazing, and I just filmed it for myself, like just because I was like so proud of them. It was the first one was "We're All in This Together" from High School Musical, and then I posted it on TikTok and it went viral, and then we kept making videos singing the uplifting songs, and they just all kept going viral, and it was really cool because it seemed like everyone was bonding and connecting over our childhood memories of Disney Channel throwback songs, and also just because it's like a positive, uplifting thing, because these kids they don't know those songs because they're so young.
Right.
I want to touch on something real quick. Picking your team. You said that, team. How long did it take for you to pick your team, and did you have help? Was it you picking your team, or you had help picking your team? Tell us about that process.
Yeah, I picked my team. I'm still forming it. We're still adding on people, but the way that I choose people, it really matters to me, authenticity. I'm just looking for genuine people who genuinely care about being a mentor and a positive influence on these youth and teaching them a new skill and arts education. Like, they have to have the passion for it. Okay. I'm not looking for people who just want to make money or whatever. Like, yeah, we all have bills. We all have bills, but I actually want you to enjoy this, and you genuinely want to be here, and you genuinely want to do this. So the people on our team they love this arts education. They're so good at what they do, and they're just sharing their passions with the next generation.
So now, when you was picking that team, did you find that like a lengthy process? Was you doing that at the same time you trying to apply with the youth bureau? You was working on that at the same time, and that was a long process? Yeah,
it was. Because I studied acting and I did dance and I was very much involved in the performing arts. I was auditioning when I was young. I have a lot of friends who are in the industry as well. So the way it started was I was reaching out to people I knew.
Oh, your core group. Okay, gotcha.
Like my circle of friends and people who I trust. Right. And also,
this is what I got going on, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Will you come be a part of this with me? Mm-hmm. And that's how it started. Like, and since then, like, now we have newer people who have came on and joined, or they've heard about us from, say, someone who was in my core circle. I love getting recommendations from people that I know and trust.
Goes back to relationships.
It comes back to relationships, really, and networking. It's really, so yeah, that's kind of how it all came together.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So what are some of your memorable moments being a dance instructor, like as far as like with the kids, like the different fun things that might happen?
For me, one of the most memorable moments was we were working with a school in Greenwich, Connecticut, and this little girl, she came up to me, and she was, like, smiling at me, and she was like, "You look like me." And I was like, she was a little black girl, and I was like, I know. I'm like, we look alike. And she was like, "Oh." And then she came and she gave me a hug.
Wow.
And
how did that make you feel?
That touched me because it wasn't until college that I had my first black teacher.
Okay.
Like educator or like in school. And so I was like, am I her first? Like I don't know, maybe.
And how old was she?
Kindergarten. 5.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Her name was Jackie.
So that was like okay, I see.
She was a little girl. She just came up to me and she was like, "You look like me." And I was like,
they're homeless. Yeah.
And so I to me, I mean, I don't know, but I think I was like wondering, I'm like, am I your first black teacher? That meant a lot to me. Okay. So that was one of like a really memorable things. So that was like, wow.
How do you envision, the arts education going forward? How do you envision it being? Like, how do you envision it?
Create what you want to see in the world is like what I always like think about. So like what I'm going to do with like envisioning for the future with arts education is I want to serve as a good role model, mentor, someone that they feel comfortable, and create an environment where they feel comfortable to create and to be themselves and to learn, and that this is just an open space, and also to just build more community, just because I felt like that's something I was lacking like before growing up. I didn't really have like that sense of community until like I got to like high school in my drama club. So I want everyone who comes to Gemstars to feel like it's not just like you're coming to take a class. No, we're like locked in for life now, and so that's what I want to see more of, more like using the performing arts as a tool for what we're doing. Like character building, confidence building. Like I wished I had that, because then maybe I wouldn't have taken me so long to like grow with my confidence growing up. And like, you know, so that's what I want to see more of.
So at what point did you think you got confident? At what point for you?
When I got my 20s. Like, I'm still working on it now. Okay. Like, I'm not, no, like, I wish I was, but when I turned, like, 22, like, I started to, like, feel more, like, confident and comfortable in myself. And I think that has to go with, too, I grew up in a predominantly white area. And so I did not have a lot of people who looked like me around. And I think that played also a part into, my confidence being lower, like growing up. And then when I got to college, when I started to see more people who look like me, I have more friends, like, and like more people, and like other than like my family, but like it just, I don't know, I started to become more comfortable and secure with who I am. Also moving to New York City too, getting out of a town like that too, right. Just more diversity and just more, yeah, I would say.
I bet that breakout was really, really hard for you to really break from there and then see everything.
Yeah, break from that, like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, New York City is exciting.
Yeah.
Is what you say?
Exciting.
Exciting. Yeah, it is exciting.
Especially being young in the city.
Yeah. I mean, it was a culture shock. All of a sudden, I'm alone in New York City by myself, and I'm like,
free. Like,
I'm
you can
free.
do whatever you want to do. Jump in the Uber, go here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my parents always told me, they're like, we just would pray for you. Just pray that everything's okay and everything's good. Yes. But yeah.
So let's jump into something real quick. Let's get back to how hard was it in getting the space in New York City for your company?
It's still hard. I'm dealing, this is something I was just talking with them about earlier. So we rent space at Ripley Greer Studios, which is a Broadway rehearsal venue. They have a bunch of different studio rooms that you can rent space from. And it's been working, and I'm really happy that we found a space that we can go to and be like our home base. But I want to have my own home, and I want it to be like our community home, like our own place for people to stay and feel comfy. Like in our classes, we have the parents stay if they want to. We have like little, like I always have like a little treat or something, refreshment, something, just so I want it to feel more like a community. But in New York City, the prices are crazy. Right. I've been talking to real estate people. I've been going all the tours, and it's really hard to find like a space that's affordable and also can work for what I need. Because right now, like all we can afford would be like one room, like one space, and that works, but we just wouldn't be able to do like 2 classes at the same time. Or
now do you have to stay in New York City?
No, we don't have to stay in New York City. However, my like teaching like and like my connections and everyone is in New York City right now, so I think it would be a little tough, like because I was considering opening a studio in my hometown in Wappingers Falls, New York, and I was just like, I don't think that it's gonna make sense. There was 2 dance studio buildings that were for sale or for rent, and I just didn't think it would make much sense to rent them because I didn't know if I'd be able to get the numbers up to keep it, because it's such a small town. And in New York City, it's just very diverse, so many people.
Now, what about White Plains?
So I consider that too, but I was also looking at spaces, and there was like nowhere for us. Like it's very hard. I've been looking for years, like 2 years now. 2 years now. Okay. And so that's why I finally am like, it's delaying the process. So I'm like, it's going to come when it's going to come. Everything happens for a reason. But it's crazy. They're asking like $20,000 a month for rent somewhere, like in New York City. Like, it's insane. And I'm like, you really think, like, who is paying that? Like, I guess, like, really.
People are paying it, but it's just,
but not me. Like, I'm waiting.
But that's a well-oiled machine run money-wise.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The budgeting is there. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it.
So with the dance school, okay, so just, like, what is the end goal when they come to the class? Are they to like progress to be like a dancer or go on further into dancing and professionally, or like what's the?
For the dance classes, I would say the main goal is just to have fun and to express yourself.
Okay.
I'm all about like just believe in yourself.
Be free.
Yeah, expressing yourself, because like you can express yourself through movement. Like if you're having a bad day or something, like you can just like get into the class and just let go. Or also it's physical exercise, like activity. Maybe you just want to like have fun and do something like active and stuff. Like we're honestly just there for a good time vibes. What I want people to take away is that they had a good time, they had fun, they learned something new, and it's like no pressure. That's why we're more recreational, and that's why we're different from other studios, because we don't do like the competition teams where it's like intense. You have to be perfect. You have to be this, that, and third. It is not like that. It is, we welcome everyone.
Just, open up and just relax in there and just feel
and
free.
just be you and just dance and let go. That's kind of the main thing for everyone in every class. Yeah,
that's dope. Man.
Yeah,
that's dope.
And you don't have to be perfect. Perfectionism is.
So what's a particular like? What's the average day for you? Like when you just go to work, you come to the studio. Like give me a day in your life when you wake up in the morning, go to work.
So I start my day. I wake up at 6 a.m. usually. And yeah, because they can't see your face. So you just made at me. So I was like,
Engineer Franz over there sending signals.
Franz, man.
Right, Franz.
He's a funny guy, this guy.
Take it easy, Franz.
Take it easy. Take it easy,
yeah,
Franz.
So 6 a.m. and I work remote. I am working remote on my computer. So I sometimes I'm listening to business seminars, like, so I can learn more, because I did not study business in college or in school. I didn't take any marketing classes. Everything I'm learning has been through like trial and error, and also the mentors I have in my life and everything. And so I am trying to educate myself. Trying to think of more marketing ideas has been a big thing lately. I've been interviewing, like trying to hire some more people for our marketing team who can help with the growth of getting more students in our classes. What else? I'm making content, trying to think of ideas, making little videos, editing videos, going through the pictures and adding things. We're updating our website, sending emails.
I got a good idea. What about if you reached out to like the local schools in the area, send them a business proposal and say, listen, I'm a dance class, right? And I would like to have like extracurricular activities for the kids when they get out of school. Would you be interested in like sponsoring me, or like getting, and get a budget from the local schools or the city of New York? Try to work. I've been doing that too. That's also been part of it. And they just got to respond too. They got to answer.
That's some of the challenges.
That's part of the challenges of being a business owner, because sometimes people string you along too. They
I'll
say
get back to you.
I'll get back to you
next quarter.
Oh my goodness! So that's been a
see you in the spring.
Yes, that's some things that I've been facing. But I'm still keep going, researching a bunch of schools. Like I have my assistants help me. Like we have like a document where we're like reaching out to different schools and like the different boroughs, and also in White Plains and in Connecticut, making calls, sending out the business proposal that you said, sending it out.
Send out to the local schools.
Very challenging.
I've been traveling.
Or just send it to the Department of Education in New York City. Just send it straight to them, and then
I will. I'll just send it to them and say,
be dope.
Are you interested? Any schools? Connect us. Yeah,
that's what's up.
So right now we're going to pay some bills, and this is for all the viewers out there. If you're looking for slot time to advertisement for your business, your situation, right now you're going to see ads run for Earn Your Leisure. Check out their website. Check out their social media page. You're also going to see an ad run for Momi Clothing. That's me. Check out my Instagram page, website coming soon, and shout out to Groovy World.
Yes.
Check out their website, their Instagram page, and y'all about to see the ads. And whoever wants ad time, just hit us up. Me or Maino.
And also shout out to the Buddy White Project. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, Buddy. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a sponsor of the show also.
Right, correct.
Yes.
And right now, you're about to see us witness running all the ads. Stay tuned.
I got Milky Way from blood, evolution in my veins. I'm gone, I've been far away, I'm illuminated now, make a move.
Yeah, so we back with the NuttinButLuv podcast with our beautiful guest, Janelle Murray. So, Janelle, I want to ask you, so as far as like, with your company, business funding, like give us a little descriptions of the hurdles you might have came across with the business funding side.
Yeah, so I had no money when I was 19 when I first went to start this business. So it was just like saving like anything and everything because I was working multiple jobs. So the money I was making from the other jobs, I would like use towards and put towards the business. Okay. I got donations from family, parents, really, who just like helped a little. They, but I'm currently working now with me and my assistant. We've been like trying to fill out applications, doing like some grants and stuff, and stuff for business owners and small businesses. We haven't received any yet. But yeah, keep.
But what about loans? No loans? You don't want to
No, haven't done any loans yet or anything.
Kind of want to stay away from the loan. That's okay.
Kinda for now.
Yeah, you gotta have more of a strategy once you start dealing with the loans. You gotta know how you're gonna bankroll that back. Mm-hmm. Before you even touch that.
Yeah, that whole financial side is crazy, man. Like, because it's like that sinks a lot of businesses, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the financial funding, you know what I mean, get ahead. No doubt, man. So that's crazy. Like, it's funny. So
shoot. No, go ahead, shoot it up. You was on the roll.
I was on the roll to say what? That we need funding. So anyone wants to help us.
Some of the dance studio
Gemstarspac.com. And also the Instagram, Gemstars Performing Arts Company.
And what street is that you're on in New York City? So just so the viewers will know.
We're on 8th Avenue. So we're in the Midtown area.
What's that, 50-something, 40-something?
30. So it's like in between like 36, 37.
Oh, 36, 37. Okay.
Yeah, around there,
All right. Got you.
And what's the, basically the going rate for like, what do you charge the students to participate in your
so we charge like $300 for our 10-week programming, which we try to make it like super affordable for everyone.
That's good for 10 weeks, $300.
I'm saying like
that's
I'm
very
sign
affordable.
Up, sign up.
That's very affordable.
Yes.
Hello. That's that's a discount, people. Okay. All right.
So 300. What does that include?
We want it includes like it's 10-week programming. We have a short film acting experience where the students can come on and they can learn like acting techniques, acting games, and then be in a little short movie that they get to star in. And then we have our dance expression series where they get to learn like 4 different dance styles: hip hop, jazz, musical theater, contemporary, in 10 weeks. And then we also have our acting through song class where like they will work with the pianist and like have vocal technique, people who are interested in singing. And then we have like our daily drop-in dance classes. We have contemporary, we have sassy jazz funk.
So wait a minute here.
Yeah.
How many days a week is this?
That is, we mainly do things on the weekends, but then we have classes Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Also 3 days.
So for the 300, the kid can come to your dance class how many days?
For 10 weeks.
But how many days per week?
It would be 1, depending on the program. So say they sign up for our dance expressions class. That's 1 class once a week for 10 weeks. And then they get to do like a little mini final sharing performance for friends and family.
Mike is the money man. I think you can get a little bit more money for that.
Well, the reason why
I don't know. That sounds like you're undercutting yourself.
I know.
And
I feel that way too.
I want to touch on what Mainovent just said.
Yeah, Mike.
So, okay, so I'm going to compare it to clothing. You know, I got a clothing line, Mommy Clothing. So what I find, our culture, they're not confident with the price point. So you got to do your research and get a little more confident, see what the competitors are charging. And because you're giving like a homie hookup rate right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
the reason
That's
we're
a
doing
super
that.
hookup.
Hold on, real quick. My son's summer camp is $300 a week for 1 week. It was $300.
Wow.
That's
So
nothing.
yeah, exactly. So I mean,
My son went to ID Tech Camp when he was like 10.
uh-huh.
It was like $1,400
Yeah.
for 5 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So
14.
I don't know.
Hi, so Gemstars community. If the prices go up,
Maino said,
Yeah,
it
right
was
now.
them.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price. What up, Fat Joe? Piece of Fat Joe, you heard?
Get it?
But no, I want the arts to be affordable for everyone, though.
I
So
can dig
that's
it, but-
why.
And that's
And then
cool.
also,
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
So
and
people,
also,
we're gonna give you a break.
I
We're
know.
gonna give you a little
I
break
want
right
to be
now.
affordable, but also because like
It gotta
we
make
are
sense.
new to New York City. Like we relaunched in May, and so our programming, like I was like, and I did compare our price point to our competitors and stuff, and so I was like, I thought that would be a good.
So I
range
would say the 300 is good, but just the 10 weeks is just, that's a lot.
for 10 weeks.
I would say maybe
More for
300
the 10
for
weeks.
5 weeks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
but
600.
10 weeks, that's like
Okay.
That is a
almost-
lot.
That's almost 3 months. Was it? Yeah, what, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, it's almost
Oh, okay.
3 months.
No, we're not a not-for-profit.
Would you ever be interested? Would you
Franz,
ever
she
think
heard
about
you.
doing that? No.
No. I thought about doing a not-for-profit section.
Okay.
Not right now. I want to
Okay.
stick with a for-profit
Okay.
organization.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not gonna push it. You sound like you know what
Right,
you're doing
right.
with the
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
See
saying
our own
with
business.
me
Yeah,
and
No,
you.
I know. Well, the thing is, I'm like, when our prices at first were higher
Right.
for some point, but we weren't getting a lot of like
Right, you wasn't getting a lot
signups
of
at
hits. Okay,
first. So
I totally get it.
I said, let me try this.
Yes.
If
Right.
Yes.
we lower the price
Yes,
okay,
and
okay.
see if, because it also it's like quantity. Like we'd
Yeah.
rather have a ton
Absolutely.
of signups and a ton of people, and it's an affordable price that
Yeah.
people
No, I
pay.
can dig it.
And also, I love the dance studio in New Jersey, and their price point is way lower than like they're charging like I might be wrong, don't quote me, but like I'm pretty sure it's in the $100 something dollars for like their program, whatever
Yeah,
they're
right,
doing.
right,
And so I
right.
was
Could
like,
dig it.
that's very low, and that's in New Jersey, so it's different. But yeah, so I thought this would be a good like starting range, but you guys are now putting thoughts in my head, so I'm like,
Yeah, because,
it's
I
too
mean, you
late
gotta-
though. It's
you
on the
gotta-
website.
you
gotta be
Dang,
able
I
to-
should have.
You got to be able to eat a Panera bread and buy
I
anything you
know.
want to eat and
I
chill
know.
out and
You're
overhead and
So you said something about you relaunched. So
Yeah.
tell us about that.
So before we were doing our virtual programming, then we transitioned to our school partnerships, and then we were working with the different schools, the different youth bureaus that we were working with. And then we still didn't have a space though, so we were renting out different locations near like the, say in White Plains, in New Rochelle, New York, like, because that's where our partnerships
Oh,
were.
renting out spaces. Okay.
Yeah,
Got you.
so renting out like little room spaces,
Rooms,
and then
okay.
like trying to like get people to come who were in our partnerships and doing workshops. So
Okay.
then I was like, okay, I want us to have yearly class programming like all the time instead of just workshops that we're always doing and our partnerships and everything. So we relaunched in New York City, and I brought us to Ripley Greer Studios
Okay.
in May, and we've been doing
And that was through a relationship, a contact there, or what
at
made you choose
Ripley?
it?
Oh
Yes.
no, I grew up as an actor, so I was going on to auditions all the time at Ripley Greer Studios.
Oh, okay.
And also it's a Broadway rehearsal venue, so it's very well known
Okay.
in the industry. And so I trusted, like, they have a good reputation, and
Okay,
so I was like, I trust to bring my business there and run classes and programming, and it's been working out great so
Okay,
far.
you went and spoke to somebody there. They was like, okay, we're going to get you some office space, blah, blah, blah. How did that conversation go? Rather
There
good?
wasn't a conversation. It's just you go to their website and you just call them up and say, hey, I'd like to rent space
Oh,
here. Or
really?
you email them. Yeah, because they're very, like, this is their business. Like, they have, like, tons of rehearsal venues throughout New York City that they're always, it's not a connect type thing.
is
Oh.
it
It's
like a retainer, like retain like space, like retain money first before you actually get the space?
No,
Like
you
give 'em a
can
deposit?
pay. No, you don't have to do that either. You could pay it when you're done. They charge, when you're there, they charge your card on file, or you can pay cash, whatever. Right. It's very like it's. No, I get good.
It's almost similar like her going to LA Fitness, and she's doing her training sessions there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She can go there and do her training sessions there at the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got you.
You know, she's nothing to do with LA Fitness, but you know how there's different instructors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's equivalent to that.
And you can turn the studio into whatever you want. Like the students, like our young students love the bubble machine. So we have all bubbles going around or something. Or our adults, they like the lights down, dim, low, maybe some lights for our sassy jazz funk class. Or So we turn it into the experience because we are providing an experience here at Gemstars. So... yeah, so we turn it into wherever we want. The reason I like it too is they have other rehearsal studios all on they have like 2 floors, like it's full. It's so if we wanted to have multiple classes happening at one time, we can. And also the parents have somewhere where they can sit and they can like be all in the same building until we get our own home space. Okay. Yeah, it's very nice. Dope. Yeah.
Okay. So right about now we're going to do rapid fire.
Okay.
And rapid fire is I'm going to name a name of a person, place, a thing, and you have to tell me in 2 words or less what does that person, place, a thing mean to you. Okay? So the first one is Billie Eilish.
Very talented, sings Ocean Eyes, has cool blue eyes.
Okay. Lil Nas X.
Sang that Old Town Road song and then was like, but I was like, at first I thought he was like a country singer, and then he turned to not, because I first found him when he was doing Old Town Road, and then he switched. So
okay. Ice Spice.
The curly red hair reminds me of like Shirley Temple. Do you know who Shirley Temple is?
Okay, Shirley Temple, I got you. Meek Mill.
Rapper.
Okay. Dua Lipa.
Really good dancer. And singer, but she's good at moving and dancing. Really good performer.
Good music too.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Dating Kendall Jenner, or was dating Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, I think he was, but I don't. Is
I don't know if they're still together.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right, Olivia Rodrigo.
Guts. That's the name of her tour, and she sang "Good for You." Yeah.
You good with these names, man. What's up?
Am I? I'm like,
you good.
I'm trying to think of like what they don't. I'm like, listen, I'm not like a
3 of those names I didn't even know. So.
Oh,
yeah. You're doing great.
Ariana Grande.
She's coming out with Wicked the movie with Cynthia Erivo right now, and I'm excited to see her play Glinda right now.
2 more. Taylor Swift. What does she mean to you? When you think of her name?
She was my first concert. I liked her music.
How was that?
It was good. It was fine.
Was you like jumping up in the stairs like, "Hi, Tyler"?
No, I don't know. Maybe I did. My mom can. Mom's gonna be in the comments. She was jumping up and down. No, I don't know. I mean, I liked her more when I was younger. Okay. I think now she's fine. Like, I don't know.
It was packed. The stadium was packed when you went.
Yeah, of course. It's always.
Taylor, right? Yeah. And the last one is Naomi Osaka. She's a tennis player.
Right. You just were telling me about her. I mean, cool that she does tennis. I think that's such a hard sport to do. Like, I'd be scared. The ball's just coming at me. Like, what if it hit you in the face? Oh, my God. Yeah.
Okay. So right about now, we're just going to shoot around the room. You know what I'm saying? Just have like a little current event topics, and Mike going to start it off.
I'll set it off. All right. So we're going to talk about inflation right now.
Inflation, the money.
So, inflation. So, inflation first started from, correct me if I'm wrong, people, with the Ukraine war. When the Ukraine war came, that's when food went up and gas went up. But food went up in the supermarkets crazy because of the Ukraine war.
I mean, inflation's always been around, but that definitely helped spike
the Ukraine war.
Yeah, we've always had
that's
inflation.
When the supermarket, everything doubled from the Ukraine war, because remember they were saying it was a whole shipping the food and the people went on strike and all that stuff. So the moral to the story is they really don't have an answer for inflation, what to do. They're not talking about that the prices are going down. And let's just talk about certain things. Like they said, like the average car note. So if you get like a Civic, it's $700. A Civic.
Yeah, a Honda Civic.
A Honda Civic once upon a time was like $200, maybe $250. It's $700
a month.
A standard.
That's not even insurance.
And that's a whack car. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just talking about car. I didn't get to everything else yet. I didn't get to rent. We all know rent is outrageous. Like to live in the Bronx, a 2-bedroom was like $2,500. Yeah. That's crazy.
Have you seen any like inflation, like being in the city?
Yeah, the prices are crazy right now. They're always go up really like in the summertime.
Yes.
And that's why people try not to move to
New
York City during that
Even
time.
Even public transportation is going up. All that stuff is like raising, man. Yeah.
All right,
so let me see with me. Let me think of a good one.
I got a good one, but
you got a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, come back to me.
Then I'm gonna come back. Yeah, because I'm gonna think of a real.
We're gonna talk about restaurants.
Okay.
And I was gonna think about that too.
You're gonna talk about restaurants.
Restaurants is dope.
So we're gonna go around the room. What's the last good restaurant you've been to, and what you got next on your list to go to? Okay. So the last good restaurant I've been to was Victory.
Where is it?
Victory is on like 34th, 35th. I went there for a birthday party, surprise birthday party. It was dope. They got Victory in Miami.
Okay.
Victory in Miami is where the celebrities are. And this is the attachment. I just found that out to the Victory in Miami. The spot is dope. It's in the 30s. Google it. It's dope. Good experience. Good vibe. I shouldn't even be telling y'all right now. But just remember, Nothing But Love podcast where you heard it here first. Yeah, shoot, man.
A good restaurant I went to. It's in Harlem. It's called Patsy's. It's like a Patsy pizzeria. It's world famous. I think it's on 100 and what block is that? Anywhere. I think it's 117th, between 117th and 116th, and I think 2nd or 3rd.
Oh, East Side.
East Side.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Patsy's was really, really good. That pizza was good. They had a really, really good food. Let me think of where I want to go though. I don't know. I just want to be in like in a nice Mediterranean type restaurant next. Probably somewhere in the city. I can't think of any name offhand, but just something Mediterranean. That's what I'm thinking. My next one.
I just went to this place called Jemstarspac. I went there with a friend, and then it was so good that I had to bring my mom, and we went.
What kind of food?
What kind of food?
French.
Okay.
French food.
And what did you have?
But I got the salmon.
You got the salmon? You went to a French restaurant? France, how you feel about this? The viewers can hear your voice. You talk loud.
I don't know, man.
How'd she go to a French restaurant and get salmon? What would you have got, France? Tell her what she should have got. Chicken cordon bleu? The engineer said chicken cordon bleu. Is that saying right?
Cordon bleu.
Cordon bleu. And what is that, France?
What is that?
That's like a chicken with cheese inside of it. It's like a real.
Oh, chicken and cheese on it?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
All right.
And where's that located?
I think it's on 85th Street. It's on
85th?
the Upper East Side.
East Side.
It was so
85th.
good, though.
It was
I gotta
nice?
check this out.
You gotta check it out.
What's
How
the
was the
name of it?
hospitality? Good service?
So good. And my mom, she got some like beef stew. She said it was so good. I
Beef
tasted
stew?
it too.
Really?
It was very good. She
Beef
got
stew
that,
with what?
It had like potatoes and carrots. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She said it was very, very good. It had
And-
like a red wine. Like
And what's the name of it?
In Jacques Brassiere.
Yeah, you got to give me that name.
Yeah, that's
We're
French.
going
Jacques.
there. That's
Yeah.
dope.
But the
Jacques.
salmon
Yeah.
and the Brussels sprouts, even though I
Salmon,
understand
right?
it's a French restaurant, but like it was really
was good?
It
Any
was
starches
so
like potatoes or anything come with it?
No, it was just salmon, and they had a vegetable ratatouille, but I wanted the Brussels sprouts, and it was
Okay.
really good. Yeah.
So where would you like to go to next?
Honestly, I don't know, but if anyone wants to recommend, I want some good barbecue in the city, and I don't want to go. Oh, I was gonna be like, don't say Mighty Quinn's barbecue.
I don't even know where any barbecue places are.
I
Except-
want like
I don't know.
some
Except what you call
good
it,
ribs,
what's that?
like
what's the joint on
Southern
Fordham
style.
Road?
What's that?
BBQs. That's all I
Dallas
know.
BBQ.
And
Yeah,
BBQs
Dallas,
is
that's the
not-
only
That's not
barbecue.
real barbecue that she's
But
talking
that's the
about.
only barbecue I know.
want some
Unless you're gonna cook it yourself.
authentic, like some good ribs. Like in my hometown, I get it
Ugh.
from there, but I don't get it in the city. And I
Oh,
would
wow.
love to find somewhere that has really good ribs in the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Anyone
I got
else?
brain freeze. I don't really know a restaurant I want to try. I've been to so many. You know what's so crazy? I haven't been to Blends on the Water.
That's in Hastings. Where's that? Hastings?
Queens.
In Queen. Oh, okay. No,
Right?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Long
been there.
Island City.
Long Island City, yeah.
There's also
Is
I haven't
it
been there.
Spot 2 in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I haven't been to
Okay.
Blends on the Water.
It's
That's
nice?
somewhere I want to go.
We'll
Yeah.
check that out. Yeah, we gotta check.
My,
Yeah.
my daughter there.
Yeah, nice spot,
Yeah.
good view,
Food's
nice
good?
drinks.
Yeah, the food is good.
Yeah.
Speaking of drinks, what's your favorite drink? Alcoholic. I mean, alcoholic beverage rather, not alcoholic.
Well,
Alcoholic
she's
beverage.
young.
No, but she drinks.
Yeah, I'm in my mid-20s.
Yeah, you're young. You don't have a drink yet.
No,
I was
just
drinking
don't-
amaretto sour in the class, acting like I was drunk.
Nah.
I mean, I don't really drink.
Nah, she hit the
like,
Henny, my dude. Nah,
No way.
nah.
No, I don't really. I'm not a big drinker. I mean, when I go out, I'll get like maybe a tequila soda or I get
A tequila
pineapple
soda? Yeah, you're
coconut
not. You're
rum
really
or-
not a drinker. That's
Something
cool
light.
though.
Okay.
No, something light, something fruity, something. I'm just not really a big drinker though.
Okay.
Are,
like
are you a party goer?
No, I'm such a homebody. I'm
okay.
tired. I'm always I'm hustling.
Right,
I'm
right.
grinding.
And
I
that's
have
dope.
dreams to achieve.
Yes,
and so
yes, that's what's up.
I want to
Keep
go
that
to
up.
bed.
Keep that ethic, yes.
I'm tired. However, it is the last weekend of summer, so I did tell my friends that I need to be outside. This
Okay.
but no.
Where you guys
yeah.
gonna go? Somewhere in Midtown or what you gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just gonna go. I told you I'm like to go to Brooklyn. I mean, my best friend lives in Brooklyn, so we
Okay.
do go out sometimes there. But they just bring me and tell me
Oh,
where to go
right.
because I'm
Okay.
the homebody. I don't. I'll just go where they tell me to go, where my friends go, because they go out more than I do.
Right.
Okay. Lena, you got a question yet?
Oh yeah. So I got one. So what's a vacation spot that you have never been that you would like to go to?
I want to go to Greece.
want
I
to
was
go to
supposed
Greece?
to go to
Greece.
Greece for
Oh,
my
yeah?
25th birthday. It just happened in July.
Okay.
But they were like, no, we shouldn't go because it's very hot, like a desert in Greece in the summertime.
No, it is hot. It is hot.
apparently, and I don't want to be like
Okay.
dying desert vibes. Like when I went to
Right.
Palm Springs in California, that was like insane. Like it was so hot.
Right.
Like
Right.
it felt like I was always walking in a sauna out there, and I don't want that
Right.
same experience. So
Right.
I want to go in like the fall or winter or
Yeah.
something.
Have you ever been to the Caribbean? Any island on the Caribbean?
Yes. Yes.
Because he's
We-
Jamaican. Just want to let you know he's from the island.
100%
There you
Jamaican.
go.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I've
Yes,
been to
I've
Jamaica
been
like
to
1,000
Jamaica.
times.
I've
I'm
been
tired
to-
of it. I don't want to go back there.
Have you ever climbed Dunn's River Falls?
Yes, I took my son there, so let me tell you a funny story about that.
Yeah. What is that?
Took him to, so that's like you climbing the rocks.
Oh, okay.
The water
okay.
come down.
Okay,
So
right,
in the
right.
beginning of Dunn's River Fall, that's the scariest part because the water's coming down
But how
and
you
it's
climbing
slippery.
with like a pulley?
No, well, there's areas in the rock that you put your hand in, put your foot there, put your hand up there, but you
I
know what I'm
don't know
saying?
about that. I
And
ain't
the
know.
water's coming down hard. So the last time I did that, I was in my 20s. I'm 50 now. So I went 2 years ago, I took my son. So in the beginning, it's a little scary. I seen people like turning around, like in the beginning, like, and you're climbing up rocks. So you climb up, then walk through the water, climb up, then walk through the water like that. But when you're climbing up, like I said, the water's coming down hard. The water's cold. Let me
Right.
say that again.
Yeah,
Freezing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's like 95 degrees out there.
Is it
But-
blue? The water's blue?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Okay.
So, and the rocks are slippery. A lot of people had those slippers because the rocks are slippery.
The wet shoes. Yeah.
So I did it barefoot. A lot of people do barefoot, but a lot of people had slippers on.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But I did barefoot. My son
Yeah.
did barefoot too.
That's crazy.
So,
Yeah, well, wow.
so, but there was people. I want to emphasize this. There was people, grown people, turning back. I want to emphasize that.
They were
So,
scared. Yeah, I would've
turning
turned
back.
back.
Like,
I wouldn't have did it.
and there's areas when
You
you
did
come. There's areas where you come up, and if you feel like you can't do it, you scared. You could exit. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, I
Once you get to a
remember
certain
that.
level,
Yeah.
you can exit before you climb that crazy stuff and slip and hurt yourself, because you can really hurt yourself.
Yes.
So, I'm a dad. I couldn't make my son make me seem like I'm a sucker. And my son is quiet, but he was courageous. Like, I kept checking on him. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Let's go. Let's go. Like, I've never seen him like this.
Oh.
Meanwhile, inside, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. I
scared.
wanted to exit right there.
I wouldn't have did it. I'd have been like,
So-
nah, I ain't going.
So I had to suck it up. Some of my friends live out there. So my man was like, yo, Mike, you got this. You got this. Yo, come on, suck it up. Look. They was cheering me on. Long story short, I went all the way up to the top with him. That was a proud moment with my son. That was like a surreal moment. That was 2 years ago in Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I'm going to say, to answer your question, man, you asked her where would she want to go,
Mm-hmm.
right? I would say Carousel or St. Martin. St. Martin's a party place. Because if I'm not mistaken, Anguilla. You can take a boat to Anguilla from St. Martin. And Anguilla's straight party, nightlife. And Carousel's dope. Water white and all that. I've been hearing crazy good things about Carousel. You know what I'm saying? So those are two things with me that's in the back of my mind.
So are you a pets lover? You love pets?
I used to be scared of them because they used to chase me when
Yeah?
I was
What, cat,
young.
dog?
The dogs used to chase me around. I would be
Chase
running
you around the streets?
anywhere, like anywhere
Really?
there was a dog. 'Cause
Oh, you
that's
was just a
probably
scaredy cat of
I think
dogs.
I was scared, and so they could
Okay.
sense I was scared, and then I
Gotcha.
would run, and then they think I'm playing, so then they
Okay.
were like chase me.
Oh,
you
God.
So I
no
have
pets?
trauma.
No pets.
No pets. No cats,
But
no dogs.
I do like dogs a lot. I like the little Yorkie, I want a little Yorkie. I
Yorkie?
like the little dogs. I
Okay.
just want to make sure that we're cool. Like they want to be my friend. Like
Yeah.
they want to like bite me or like jump on me, crazy, knock me over. Like no, let's
Janelle,
just be friends.
Janelle, I got a question because
Okay.
Mano's not going to get off the hook. Mano, you never said where you want to go on vacation at.
Where
I
I
was
want to go?
wondering.
Yeah, you never said that.
I want to go to Egypt. That's where I want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I
is
wanna-
that well, I'm talking about like where do you want to go within the next 2 years?
the next 2 years?
Yeah.
I want to go back to like Mexico, probably Tulum. I
Okay.
wanna
Cool.
go,
Okay.
check that out maybe for like 7 days,
Okay.
5 to 7 days. So I definitely want to do that.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. That's what's up, man.
Janelle, you got a question? You want to dive in with a question?
Yes. I love practicing gratitude. What's something you're grateful for today?
Me first?
Yes, you.
So one thing I'm really grateful for, I'm grateful at the growth of this podcast. We started out about a year and a half ago, and we're really just doing big things. Like we're just embarking on like new endeavors, meeting new people, doing new podcasts as far as interviews. We got a lot of stuff on tap for 2024, going into 2025. We got the City Fest coming up, Mount Vernon, New York. A lot of celebrities. So I would just say just the growth of the podcast, my health, my connections, my friendships, family. I know that's a lot, but I'm just grateful for a lot. You know what I mean?
I would say I'm grateful that I'm healthy. As long as I'm healthy, I'm a person that I feel like I can make anything happen. I'm a firm believer time is of the essence. I have a lot of relationships, and because I'm involved in a lot, clothing line, media company, I'm able to utilize my connections. I had connections for years, but I couldn't access it. There was no reason to. I just was a person that knew important people. Now that I'm connected, I have the landing zone for these companies. It's just a matter of time before I could reach out to certain people and make a couple of other things happen on another level. So I'm just grateful. As long as I'm healthy, I can make anything happen.
What about you?
Today, I'm grateful to be here and that I was able to connect with you guys at the Buddy White Book Bag Drive. I'm grateful for Buddy White that he was able to connect me with you
Shout out
guys.
to
and
Buddy
for-
White.
Shout out to Buddy
Shout out to
White.
Buddy
He's
White.
the
Money on the
best.
Mount
The
Vernon.
Buddy White
Yes,
Project.
yes.
I'm grateful for my health as well. 2023, I was battling some health problems. And so thankfully I had like some surgeries. And so I'm grateful that I, every day, like I don't take for granted because
Yes.
you never know like
Yeah,
what
true.
could happen.
Absolutely.
And so I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I'm hydrated right now.
Yes,
I've been
yes.
drinking
Yeah.
water. That's
good.
part of my health things that I have to do. I'm grateful that I was able to get here and be
Yes,
here and to be a
yes.
part of this. Yeah, I just have a lot to be grateful for my family. I I have many. I'm very blessed.
That's
That's
what's
dope.
up.
That's
So
dope.
so we're gonna wrap it up,
Okay.
right? So I want you to leave the people with like where they can reach you, the name of your studio, the address, social media contacts. Just
Yeah.
give us the rundown.
Yes. So Gemstars Performing Arts Company, Gem with a J. Gemstars PAC is our Instagram and also our website, gemstarspac.com. We're located at 520 8th Avenue, New York, 10018.
Telephone number?
Telephone number 646. Hold on. Please hold. I should
Please
have
hold.
have
Please
it
hold.
memorized, but I don't yet.
We got the office music.
The stalling.
Please hold. We'll come right back in 5 minutes.
907 5307.
There you go.
If
Oh, there
you
you go.
want
There you
to
go.
give me
There
a
you go.
call.
Get that number
Janelle.
right. Yes.
Feel free to give me a call. I love chit-chatting.
That's what's up. That's
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
we're glad that you came. It was definitely an informative video. You're dope. You have a
you.
great persona, great energy, and we definitely happy you came.
Thank you for having
Yes, and for a young person, very aspiring, ambitious, you know what you want to do. It was very important when you said earlier that you broke out of your shell because you wish you had that in your younger years. But that was dope, you know, that you're trying to help the youth, you know, to break them out of that. I think that's very important. And you're young, you're innovative. Keep it going.
Thank
Yep.
you.
You're doing a
Prime
lot
of
of
your life.
positive stuff.
Thank you.
Don't slow down. You know, time is of the essence. Can't slow
Nope.
down.
The grind
Just hit
never
the number
ends.
love.
Yes,
Hit the number
yes,
love real
yes.
quick.
Nothing but love.
Nothing but love. Nothing but love.
Yes.
Another episode.
Yes. All right.
I'm Janelle Murray. I'm the founder of Jemstars Performing Arts Company. We're based in New York City. We provide arts education to youth, teens, and adults. And I was here on the Nothing But Love podcast, and I'm so happy I was able to talk about my journey, my story, entrepreneurship, business, and chat with the guys.
Yes. And it's all about the youth.
Yes. I'm so happy that I was here because we were able to talk business and entrepreneurship and life and stuff.
That's what's up.